Hello friends, welcome back to my channel. Welcome to my channel if you are new here. I am Martina Lily and today I am so excited to be sitting down and filming this video because we recently had a friend go over to the US and they were so kind and literally picked up my kind of Sephora US wish list for me. So I have basically like, let's call it a Sephora sale haul, if you will, except I didn't get it in the sale, but this is what I would have purchased if I was shopping the Sephora sale. Hopefully that sounds interesting to you guys. If it does, go ahead and do the YouTubey things, like, subscribe, hit that notification bell. Let's get into it. Before we get started, everything that I use on my face today will be linked in the description box down below for you guys. They are affiliate links, so if you shop through them, thank you so much. I truly appreciate it. It just goes back into helping my little channel here and creating further content for you guys. I've picked up a lot of new makeup, and the reason for that was because I had a friend go to Sephora, or go to America. Not go to Sephora America, like not go to America for Sephora exclusively, I should say. But they went to America and they were so gracious and were like, send me a list for Sephora. So I picked up all of the things that I knew I wouldn't be able to pick up here in Australia easily. Now, a couple of these products I did actually pick up in the Sephora Australia sale. Most of them are from Sephora US. A couple of them are from Mecca. One of them's from David Jones. So it's kind of like a big haul. It's not a full face of new makeup, but almost. So let's start with the eyes. And I picked up two new eyeshadow palettes from Sephora US. The first one is the Dreamy Dozen from Lawless. And let me tell you, did I need this in any way, shape or form? Now I have swatched this and I will insert swatches, but just, it's not brand new looking right now. Did I need this? No. Look at how basic and boring this palette is. But I don't know what it was. As soon as I saw it on Sephora US, I wanted this palette. I can't tell you why. I just did. And I really like the Lawless brand. I like what it stands for. And I've really always wanted to try their eyeshadow formula, but have never quite liked their eyeshadow palette color story. So when I saw this, I was like, done. So I picked up this one, and then I also picked up the Urban Decay Moondust Space Rider little quad palette here. So this is with all their single kind of what do they call them? Like, you know, they're Moondust shadows. That's what they call them. And I've always wanted to pick up Space Cowboy. So I've done swatches of that. So what I'm going to do now is swipe to swatches. Now for the Lawless palette, I just did a screenshot of like the swatches or the palette swatched out on my arm, just because honestly most of this is matte, it's pretty boring. So we will swipe to that. And then with the Urban Decay one, I did my normal swatching technique where I do like the arm of swatches. I like dim the lights down so you can see the sparkles, and then I did individual hand swatches for this one as well. I'm going to take my Rare Beauty eye primer. I want to use an eye primer that I know and love so that I know if for some reason these shadows don't perform, it's not the eye primer. I did pick up, this wasn't from Sephora US, this is from Mecca. I picked up a new Juno & Co's Cloud Sponge, so it's a hazy diffused finish. So our unique design makes it the perfect tool for you to diffuse your makeup, leaving you with a soft, beautiful, hazy, soft glow. Think of it like a hybrid between a dewy and matte finish. So I don't know how this sponge does this, but anyway, I picked it up because it was like $8. It is very soft, so I'm impressed with that so far. I like a soft sponge. I hate those sponges sometimes you can get and they're just too hard. Not for me. This video is going to be long, just FYI, so you might want to get a coffee or a snack or, you know, a hot cocoa. I have my little kitty cat mug today that my best friend got me for, I think, my birthday. Finally cleaned my brushes too, which is very exciting. So I'm going to take a Lethal Cosmetics 200 brush and go into this shadow first. So I'll just run this through the crease because the shadow's here, why not? And when I was swatching this palette, I will say the metallics feel like the Vive metallic formula, so that wasn't super impressive to me personally, but I know a lot of you love the Vive metallic formula. I'm going to use both of these palettes, by the way. I really want to use Space Cowboy as like a main feature, I think, today, so that's kind of what I'm going to create my look around. Let's take this Refa 33 first, and I'm going to go into this shadow, this one first. So the metallics of this Lawless palette swatched and reminded me of the Vive metallic formula, just a bit denser, almost like the Melt Cosmetics metallic formula as well, but the mattes swatched so silky and soft and buttery and lovely. They're not like that creamy type formula like the luxury brands have been coming out with. They're definitely like a powder matte, but they did swatch quite lovely. But we'll see how they perform, because this is really not that pigmented, is it? It's very powdery. It's got a lot of kick up too, just FYI. So I'm not sure. I'm really not sure about that already. Let me switch to this Sonia G Crease Pro brush with the same color. Seems to be like a denser brush a little bit better. Just gonna pack that on this outer corner here. There is a lot of kick up in this palette, by the way, so like just FYI. Yeah, I'm not sure. I don't like that matte already to begin with, I'll be honest. This is just my Refa 33 again. They're just so dusty. Immediately off the bat is my initial thoughts. I'm actually just gonna use that Sonia G Crease Pro and go into this dark brown, and let's see how this one performs. I wasn't expecting it to perform so powdery, so I guess we'll just keep this really soft. But I can tell you immediately, you know, I've tried a lot of eyeshadow formulas over the years. I am not a makeup artist, I am not an expert, so take it with a grain of salt. It's just, you know, my personal opinion. I don't recommend this palette already, I can tell you, because there's just so many better matte formulas out there. I would recommend, I can't even remember how much I paid for this. I feel like it was like $50 maybe. I should have a quick look, one sec. I paid $40 US for this, which would be equivalent to almost 60 Australian dollars. Yeah, nah, I wouldn't recommend this for that price. I would just say save your money and get like Glominatrix or Odin's Eye or Natasha Denona, so on and so forth. It's just, yeah, it's not easy to use. Actually, Viseart's probably the most price comparable in Australian dollars or just like as a whole, so I would recommend a Viseart palette personally. Yeah, it's not that great. They're just very muddy, dusty, powdery. It's not a solid formula for me. I don't know, I haven't seen anyone else review that. I don't know if that's just a me thing, but that's not for me. You know, I'm just gonna give up on that for now, because based on the mattes, truly, I don't even recommend it for anyone. Even if the metallics were something that was suitable, you would still, like, I'd still recommend Viseart 20 million times over that, because the Viseart matte formula is impeccable. The Viseart metallic formula is impeccable. It's suitable for like mature lids, all that kind of stuff. So yeah, I don't recommend that. All right, I am going to take my Intensifeyes stick, because this is a glittery palette, or like a glittery shadow. So I would recommend a glitter glue of some sort or something like that. I also picked up the Glominatrix holiday palette, the Fairy Lights one. I'm so excited. Hopefully it comes soon. You'll see a video on that as soon as it comes in. Very, very excited about that one. All right, let's take Space Cowboy. I'm dying to really try this. I wonder if I should take it on my, let's try a brush first. This is a Refa 2. And pat that. I'm guessing is like, I haven't seen the hype, if it's supposed to be hyped up because it's like really sparkly or just a cool shade. It does kind of look like a cool little oil slick shade though, doesn't it? Probably not as sparkly as I was anticipating though, but it is. Oh no, that's actually pretty. I take it back. That is pretty. Okay, disregard, I'm being a hater. No, that's pretty. Oh wow. You won't see it on camera because my lighting won't be low enough. I can't figure out how to do that with my eyes. I can kind of do it in my bathroom on my iPhone with low lighting, but then I just look like a weirdo in the shop. But I'll see if I can get it for you guys and Just don't judge the angles, you know? Actually, I like this. It's like an oil slick. Oh, that's actually really pretty. And for those of you that do want some sparkle, but you don't want it to be too intense, like, because it is a sparkly shadow, but I wouldn't say it's like the most intense, like a Pat sparkle type thing, you know? It's actually really quite lovely. I actually really like that. Okay, there you go, happy days. I'm only gonna use Space Cowboy today, sorry if that's annoying you. I will obviously do other looks with other shadows and stuff. I've managed to make it work, but if you look closely, my mattes do not look good. My blending does not look good. And I don't think that's a me problem. But maybe it is, who knows? I'm gonna put the Victoria Beckham Cocoa Brown Liner on my top waterline. And then what I'm also going to do is just take a Refa 23, pick up some of that cocoa liner, and I'm going to smudge it just slightly in the outer portion of my lashes here. Portion, not caution. Just to deepen the lash line just a touch. You could obviously skip this step. You could take it further, like make it more smoky. You could add a wing, you know, the world's your oyster, you do you, as we say around here. And then I'm also just gonna put my Rabanne mascara on. While I'm here, I've been liking doing these steps before base lately. Just the top lashes, and then we do the lower lash line later. Honestly, this Rabanne mascara, don't sleep on Rabanne, you guys. It's such an impressive brand, it really is. I'm obsessed with it. It's really, yeah. It's a really good brand. Let's move on to our base makeup. Before we do that, let's put some lip balm on. So I picked up this Summer Fridays lip, what is it called? Lip butter set. I have been wanting this ever since I saw it came out in like America and the UK and stuff, and like Mecca only released it last week. It's already sold out online. And you get the 3 lip butters. So you get a cherry one, their original vanilla one, and their limited edition, I think it is iced coffee. So these 3 right here. I'll insert a little swatch of what they look like. I love and adore these lip butters. They are so good, so hydrating. I absolutely love them. I've gone through a few before, so when I saw this set, I was like, absolutely get in my cart. While we are applying these, let's try iced coffee because you know I'm a coffee fiend. It has like an ever so soft little light brown tint to it, but really it's pretty clear and it smells like iced coffee, like a caramel coffee almost. It's delightful, love that. Love it. I mean, I can tell you right now, I stand by the quality of those lip balms. They are delightful. I didn't pick up any new primers or anything, but I did pick up 2 new foundations. So I picked up the Burberry one and the Rose Ink one. And I'm going to try the Rose Ink one today because I'm dying to try the Rose Ink one, and we'll try the Burberry in another video. Now, I haven't tried this yet, so I'm going to use my trusty Tatcha Silk Canvas Primer because I find it's a good primer when I'm not sure about the consistency of the new foundation that I'm trying, and I find like most foundations will work really well with this. So I'll take this on my LYS foundation brush and apply some. Now, in exciting news, I finally got off my butt and finalized some of my merch designs that I wanted to do. So I'm just waiting for samples to come, but they're not going to come. Some will come before the end of November, and then the main ones that I really want, they're not going to come until potentially like the 6th or 7th of December. So I was hoping to get them up, you know, kind of late November, early December, but we'll see how we go. Anyway, as long as the samples come, everyone cross their fingers that the samples come like perfect first go and I don't have to do a repeat sample order to make tweaks, then I can hopefully get them up, you know, pretty early in December, but probably means like if you were wanting them for Christmas or something, they won't ship in time, I doubt, but we'll see. Anyway, if you wanted to shop them, that's just an FYI. Membership is coming, I swear to God, I swear I'm gonna aim for the 1st of December for that too, if not earlier if I can. So I'm trying my little hardest, I'm working my little booty off. We are getting there. Anyway, I didn't get a new color corrector for my under eye, but I do have a new concealer. So let's take my tried and true Sigma color corrector so that we know if the concealer sucks, it's not the color corrector. This is a Rare Beauty concealer brush, by the way. So I go in with the deeper shade first, and then I go in with the lighter shade afterward. I really was hating on that Space Cowboy. This is gonna be such a long video, sorry guys. I was really hating on that Space Cowboy initially, and like the swatches didn't super impress me. but I really like it. I get the hype. I get why this has gone viral on TikTok. I get it. I'm going to put on some of my Tarte Shape Tape Green Color Corrector. I've used this in one video already, but I actually got this in the Sephora AU sale. My skin might not look too red on camera. I say this all the time because someone will always comment being like, your skin's not red. And I'm like, no, it is. Trust me. It just doesn't show on camera because of the lights. But I really like this. I've used it a few times since when I first tried it the other day, and it's really a lovely green color corrector if you're looking for one. I am dying to try this Rosine foundation. So this is the Softlight Skin Smoothing Liquid Foundation. I haven't seen anyone talk about this yet. It says to give it a good shake. I got the shade 5N and I think it's might be a little bit too deep for me. It might be a touch too deep, but we can probably make it work. Okay, what's the claims just quickly? A clean, non-comedogenic foundation that delivers medium buildable coverage with a smooth, soft, matte finish. Hydrating weightless fluid, powered by bioengineered complexes, visibly improves brightness and reduces the appearance of redness and pores, while minimizing excess oil to keep skin balanced. I mean, all of those tick my boxes, you know? Okay, let's take the sponge and see how that goes, because I do tend to like to apply my foundations with a sponge mainly. This sponge is great, by the way. It's so soft. It really does feel like a cloud. I don't know how it's supposed to have a different effect on like the finish of your products, but I enjoy the feel of it. I may have eaten a lot of not great food over the weekend, so my skin's not super duper loving me today. I need to get back on track, you know? So I guess if it looks good today, that's a good sign because, yeah, my skin's not loving me. Okay, so that's just like one pump. Definitely a light medium, like medium on the lighter end of medium coverage initially. Very thin on the skin. I actually do think it's not the most smoothing effect, but considering my skin's really textured today, this side's looking pretty good. Nice little soft, subtle glow. It doesn't feel greasy and it doesn't feel like tacky to touch. Okay, I will try the other side with a brush for you guys. Let's take my trusty BK 101 on this side. I really like the Rose Inc brand and I don't hear a lot of people really talk about it a lot. What do you guys think? Do you like the brand? Doesn't look too bad with a foundation, but it melts better into the skin with the sponge. Like, it looks more natural. So, and I wouldn't say it makes any difference coverage wise either with the brush. So I'm going to go back to the sponge and I'm just going to see if I can build it up a little bit. I will try and keep it out of my T-zone just because that can get real cakey real quick for me. And I actually think now that this is all blended out, this shade's looking really nice. I think if I actually went any lighter, it would be too light, but let's hope it doesn't oxidize. Do I have a swatch on my hand still? Yeah, the swatch hasn't oxidized yet, so that's good. That's about 2 layers. I think it's looking really nice. It is so thin on the skin. I mean, I will see how this wears and I will keep you guys updated. But my initial thoughts is I'm not mad at it, and it's very thin and lightweight, and I would say it is a medium coverage, and I don't think you'd be able to build this. I just need to blend it down my neck a little bit more. Don't forget to blend your foundation down your neck, my friends. Yeah, medium coverage. I don't think I would build it up anymore, but I'm okay with that. Like, if you've been watching me lately, you know that I have been liking a lighter coverage foundation, and then I will use a powder to kind of add extra coverage. I'm not mad. I'm not mad. I'm initially happy with that, so yay. Yay. I picked up 2 new concealers. The first one is the Kulfi concealer, which unfortunately you can only get in the US. I got the shade Badaam, I think it is. And so many people rave about this concealer. I just really have wanted to try it. It looks like it's a pretty decent shade for me as well. So that's Badaam right there. And then I also picked up this Estee Lauder Futurist Soft Touch Brightening Skincare Concealer. I got 0.5N and it's too light for me, I'm pretty certain. It's also got a weird little applicator. Look at this. I haven't seen anyone talk about this yet, so yeah, this one's definitely going to be too light for me. I probably need either to, actually these two mixed together will probably look quite well. This one's the Kulfi, this one's the Estee Lauder. So that one will probably be like a nice color correcting, and then that will be a nice like little brightening, which I guess is that it's effect. So we'll see how we go. I was going to use this on its own, but maybe we'll mix them, we'll see. And yeah, as I mentioned, I have heard nothing but rave reviews about this Kulfi concealer. So let's see. It's the BK 109. And I'll just tap it out. I actually don't know what's the coverage claims. Never settle for anything less than your main match. Does it have any claims on here? No, it doesn't say whether it's full coverage or not, and I haven't looked. I feel like it'll probably be medium coverage. That seems to be most concealers these days. Initial thoughts, good shade. Yeah, medium coverage. Very smoothing and hydrating. Let's see if we can build it up a little bit. I like the applicator. It's just a straight doe foot, but it applies like a nice amount of product. Sometimes these fancy doe foots can just be annoying to apply the product. I mean, it doesn't look too bad. It doesn't have enough coverage for me. It really doesn't. But I don't mind the look of that initially. Like, I like the effect on the under eyes. I think if you don't have a lot of darkness and stuff on your under eyes, it's probably going to be, I can see why it would be a holy grail for you. I am going to try this just because we're here. I mean, this isn't a review. This is very much a play and first impressions. And then I will give you guys my updated thoughts on these products. Now, this is supposed to be a full coverage concealer, so let's see how we go. This is the Estee Lauder Futurist. I actually think this might be my very first Estee Lauder product I've ever tried. I've just never gotten on the, what's their popular foundation? I don't even know. I just never got on that train. Oh, that's nice. Those two mixed together look quite nice because the shade, this shade just brightens it really quite lovely. That's nice. Oh, I don't mind that. Look at that. Those two mixed together look lovely. I'm going to take my good old trusty NARS cream bronzer in Laguna 01. I don't have a new cream bronzer. This is a Sonia Chi builder brush. Whenever these get restocked, I'm hands down buying another one of these. Did anyone buy the Wayne Goss brushes? I wanted to. I just can't afford that. That's like, I think it was, the set was like even just the eye set I think was about 250, 300 Australian. I just can't afford that right now. That would be like my whole budget kind of thing for the rest of the month. So I just have so many brushes, I also couldn't justify that. But one day I'll try them for sure if I get like a surprise amount of money somewhere. But yeah, let me know if you guys picked any of them up and what you think. There was like one specific powder brush I wanted from Wayne Goss that wasn't released in this set. So I don't know if he's gonna bring it back, but so that's why I was like, oh, I'll just skip it. I picked up the Dior Forever Cushion Powder in Lavender in the like Miss Dior limited edition packaging. So I picked it up because one, I love this packaging. I've always wanted to pick something up in the Miss Dior packaging. I've always been intrigued by this powder, and Aura, my friend here on YouTube, like she just kept constantly saying how amazing this powder is and like I need to try it. So I picked it up. So I haven't even opened the sticker and I'm gonna try and be careful opening this. I don't actually have a lavender powder in my collection right now, so yeah, I thought we would try it. I don't know how to go all over the face, but at least on the under eyes it might be quite nice. It feels very soft. You can't see that. It doesn't seem to have like a strong fragrance, so we'll see. Now, I'm gonna take this on my What's Up 201 brush, and let's try this on the under eyes. Oh, it feels like cooling. Is this like a water cooling powder? Oh, okay, take it back, it does have a fragrance. Or just like a powdery type fragrance, very powdery. That actually looks really quite nice. Now for the rest of my face, I'm just gonna take my Makeup Forever 1N6 face powder because I do want a little bit more coverage. This is just my Hourglass Veil powder brush. And this is what I like to do when I've got a lighter coverage foundation. And then I wanna like I wanna cover everything and look, you know, a little bit more perfected in terms of coverage, but I don't wanna add like more foundation or concealer on the skin. This powder is perfection for that. It's actually a nice shade, that lavender, for my under eyes too, which is nice. Yep, that looks really beautiful. That foundation is looking so lovely. And my skin really, you guys, is looking not crash hot today. It's super textured and red and aggravated. Okay, all together so far I'm happy with the complexion products. I mean, I will keep you guys updated, don't you worry. I did not pick up a new bronzer, so let's just take my Gucci bronzer in the shade 1 on my, I'm gonna use my Pat's bronzer brush. This is all coming together delightfully, if I do say so myself. Okay, I don't have any new brow products, so let me quickly go off camera and do my brows, and then we'll come back and finish everything else. Brows are on. Let's finish this lower lash line. I'm going to take a Ref of 3 and just go into a mix of these two. And I'm just going to lightly add some softness here, but not a lot. And then for the inner corner, I'm going to take a Ref of 12 and we're going to go into Star Cowgirl here from the Space Rider. Yeah, that's cute. That's pretty, I like that. Victoria Beckham eye brightener on the lower waterline, and then I'll just put a little bit of the Rabanne mascara on. So that is the eyes all complete. I mean, they look very pretty for me. This is a very soft everyday look. You know, the mattes worked against me, but I really liked that those Urban Decay shadows so far. So that's delightful. I did pick up a new liquid highlighter. So this is the Givenchy Prisme Libre Skin Caring Highlighter. I don't know if this is limited edition, but it did come out for the holidays. I got the shade Rose. There's 2 shades, a deeper one and then Rose. And it looks promising. Like, it really does. It looks quite pretty. So let's give this a go. I'm going to take it with my sponge. I have not tried this and I have not tried it over powder, so we'll see how it applies. Oh, that's pretty. That's very natural. What do you guys think? That's very natural. That's really pretty. Okay. I'm not mad at that so far. Obviously, we'll keep testing, but so far, I'm into it. And then for blush, I picked up the Merit Mini Flush Balm Trio, which I'm so excited about. The shades in here, I'm going to insert a picture of the swatches right here of the shades. They are gorgeous. Absolutely gorgeous. And like, look how cute these little things are. Like, they're adorable. So let's see, which shade will I use? I also picked up, the Glossier little cloud paint set as well, because these are adorable. And I love how small these are because, you know, you're not going to go through all of the cream blushes. Like, at least I'm not. I have so many. So I love these. I'll insert a little swatch picture of these as well. I think what I'll do is probably try these Merit ones today because I have tried the Glossier back in the day. I'm going to try the Fox shade, which is this like deeper brown one. And I'm not sure how to apply this. I definitely don't want to swipe it because I have powder on, but I need a smaller type brush. Let's try it with the Ref 37 on one side first, and we'll see how this applies over powder. Hopefully well. Okay, that's pretty. Oh yeah, that's pretty. Okay. Oh yeah, that's lovely. You want to use a really soft touch, but it's pretty. I'm going to try the other side with the sponge. Yeah, okay. I like it with the sponge better just because it is that little bit of a balmy formula. Just melts in a little bit more. Ooh, that's so cute. I love that shade. Oh, I like that. That is adorable. And it's not lifting my foundation. When I use it with the brush, it has lifted it slightly on this side. So definitely, but this side's like completely like still in touch. So yeah, use these with a sponge if you're going to put them over powder. I am going to set that blush just a little bit with the Paradise Glow, sorry, from Pat. I think it's like the perfect shade to set it with a little bit. This is my Smashbox brush. Oh, that's lovely. That's a lovely everyday natural shade. I like that. I'm into it. Setting spray, I'm just going to take my Charlotte Tilbury one. I didn't pick up a new one. I'm really happy with how this makeup has come out. Could have gone either which way when you try a full face of like new products. For lips, I'm going to see how this goes. I'm going to take my Hermes 72 Brilliant Rouge Brunei like limited edition holiday lipstick that I just got. I'm just going to dab it on. I don't want to go too opaque. I just want like a kiss of like red lips. And then I'm just going to take my Dior Nude lip liner. And then I might actually just try this Cherry Summer Fridays lip balm over the top. I think that looks kind of cute, right? I feel like I need a touch more blush. I might actually go in with just a touch of Electric Bloom from Pat on just a little touch, just to tie in the lipstick a little bit. give me like a little bit of a flushed look. All right, let me go do hair, jewelry, all that. We'll zoom out and see the finished look and see what we think. So 2 seconds. All right, my friends, this is the finished makeup look. What do you guys think? Overall, I'm really happy like with how the whole look has come together. Let's do a quick round robin. So the eyeshadow palettes, I don't recommend this, unfortunately, because I really do like the brand, but I just think that this is, for the price of it especially, like there is just so much better quality out there. It's too powdery. I really struggle with the mattes. Yeah, it's a no from me. And also, this is just my opinion. Just keep that in mind. Like, we can have differences of opinions. Everyone's preferences and stuff are different. So if you like it, I'm sorry. This one though, I do really like this. I think this is really adorable. The shades are so cute, very easy to use. There's not a lot of fallout or anything like glitter fallout. So for those of you that like these kinds of shades but really don't want that glitter fallout, it's really gonna be for you. I'd still recommend using a glitter glue like your Pat McGrath Labs Intensifeyes stick, for example. It's just always gonna help, especially if you have hooded eyes like me. But I mean, I love how that Space Cowboy in the inner corner shade is looking. I really do. Stunning. The Rose Ink foundation, I am not mad at. I will keep you guys in the loop, but my first impressions is it's looking absolutely lovely. It looks very, very natural. It looks very lightweight on the skin. It's not settling in fine lines or anything yet. I wouldn't say it says it's like pore blurring. I don't think it's necessarily like overly pore blurring, but it's also not texture enhancing. It just looks like a really nice, like, Your Skin But Better foundation. The concealers, not mad at. Not mad at all. This Estee Lauder definitely has more coverage than the Kulfi. The Kulfi has such a beautiful finish to it though. So does this Estee Lauder one. Like, I'm actually really impressed with both of these. I'll keep you in the loop though, because concealers take me a little while to really wrap my thoughts around. I like this lavender powder so far. I think if you like a lavender powder, you'll probably like this one. I will need to keep testing it in terms of like, I'm a little bit worried it might break me out. So I'll keep you updated on this one. But so far, I'm not mad at it. It really does straight off the bat though remind me of the lavender powder from Fenty Beauty. So if you have that one, you probably don't need this one. I mean, this Summer Fridays lip balms are just amazing. Highly recommend them on it, like any of them at all. I really like these. I think they're gorgeous. We will do the Glossier paints in another video, and the Merit blush balms though, I mean, the one that I used was absolutely adorable. Definitely recommend with a sponge more so than a brush if you're going to put it over powder like I do, but they're so cute. I love the shades. This Givenchy highlighter, I didn't put any powder highlight on. I think it looks absolutely lovely. It really melted into the skin, non-texturizing, absolutely gorgeous. I have a feeling you'll be able to build this up quite a bit too. So first impressions, I am impressed. I am. Again, we'll keep you in the loop. And I think that was all of the new makeup that we tried for today. I mean, I think that was more than enough, but I hope you enjoyed this little, I guess, whole try on first impressions, and let me know if you've picked up any of these products yourself or if you have your eyes on them or anything like that. If you're watching to this point, you know you're an absolute legend. I appreciate you so much, truly, and I hope you have the most amazing day wherever you are in the world, and I will see you next time. Bye.